Remember, tomorrow is an election day. Remember, tomorrow is an election day.
So some things you see here that you don't see anyplace else. For example, when you drive down the boulevards here, you'll see 10,000 signs on stakes in the middle of the boulevard. If you go to Gary, Indiana, you won't see one. If you go to Hartford, Connecticut, you won't see one. You see that here.
It's not the pale moon that excites me, baby, that thrill and delight me. Oh no.
Modern political campaigns in Louisiana combine a mix of the old and the new, leaving few stones unturned in the pursuit of votes.
Conversation, baby, then you know that stirs my imagination. Oh no.
At times, the very face of political advertising takes on some very creative native forms.
When you're in my own, and I feel you so close to me, all my wildest dreams, baby, come true. Yes, they do.
Well, one thing that's unique about the politics of Louisiana, and specifically the politics of New Orleans, is the role that is played in election after election by a grocery bag. We have in the New Orleans area a grocery chain called Schwegman, which is known for selling high-volume, relatively cheap groceries, and has become something of a hero of the people. And come election time, Mr. Schwegman, the owner, will print on the bag his endorsement, so that every customer going home will take with them Mr. Schwegman's advice on what to do in this election.
Have you ever heard of any other grocery stores doing something like this anywhere?
No, I haven't. No, I haven't. But I tell you, I would encourage other people in the industry to do it. I think it's a good American way of electing fine people to office without spending any money.
Do you know what's on your bag?
Let's see. Donald Mints, where he's running for mayor.
Do you ever find it strange that there's political advertising on shopping bags at all?
No, I don't find it strange. It's good advertising.
Politics is not something we engage in for those noble purposes that our forefathers, I think, set out. Here, it's like a spectator sport. It's like watching gladiators.
The citizens of New Orleans have taken a lot of abuse. We've been choked by a 9-cent sales.
In the ring of Louisiana's political advertising, there are few holes barred.
The Louisiana Ship of State. With Captain Dave Treen at the helm, Louisiana suffered the largest deficit in the state's history.
It's Mr. Softy, former Assistant DA Art Lentini. He talks tough, but has a soft heart, especially when prosecuting criminals. In his last 2 years as an assistant DA, Mr. Softy tried only 8 jury trials while plea bargaining 135 others. He agreed to reduce the charges in 135 cases, including 3 murders and 4 aggravated rapes. As a crime fighter, Art Lentini, Mr. Softy, has made a mess.
Ready and action.
Years ago, enlightened leaders provided free meals and transportation and books so that every child could get an education, not just the wealthy. Now I propose to reward high school students for better achievement. $500 for an A average, $400 for a B, $200 for a C. It will encourage them to stay in school and to make the best grades possible.
Cut it.
What was the time?
Time? 28.68. That's fine.
Well, I like the copy. Let's see what it looks like.
Play back, please.
$500 for an A average, $400 for a B, $200 for a C. It will encourage them to stay in school and to make the best grades possible.
Time?
I like it. 27.
Whoa. Tom, I don't like this one. You're cutting off his head a hell of a lot faster than you're cutting off his tie.
Back up a little.
I mean, you're right technically, but you know, you're looking at 30 seconds, man. When it's over with, they're not gonna know whether I'm selling cornflakes or education.
Most house races, U.S. house races, don't use television. Very few of them use television. Television's too expensive a medium. But here you'll run for clerk of court using television.
Dr. Robert Truting has the medical, administrative, and community experience Jefferson Parish needs in a coroner. Put fresh energy and a new face in the coroner's office. Dr. Robert Truting, coroner.
I've seen people spend more money running for city council of New Orleans than running for governor of Connecticut. I actually ran a campaign for the governor of Connecticut, Bill O'Neill, where we spent less than $1 million. I've seen more than $1 million spent in so many races. Here, there's a little tiny town outside of New Orleans called Kenner. I don't know how many tens of millions of dollars have been spent there. It's just phenomenal.
In a state with a population of only 4 million, legendary sums have been spent in campaigns. $20 million for governor in 1979. $24 million between two gubernatorial candidates in 1983. The 1987 winner for state insurance commissioner spent more than $2 million and then was indicted for bribery. As money from rich contributors, hoping to gain favor and influence, fills campaign war chests, armies of paid workers take to the streets. And some see it all as just another manifestation of populism's spreading the wealth.
In a way of looking at things, these elections are a method of redistribution of income. A lot of rich people give lots of money to candidates, and they end up giving it to a lot of local leaders who end up paying a lot of drivers and printers and door-to-door people and phone people to go out and do their work. So in a way, I think it's a way of spreading a lot of that money around.
On May 4th, vote against the takeover.